Kellen says, you've lived in South Florida for a while. In general, what are your sartorial tips for comfortable but stylish men's fashion in a warm or tropical environment other than tropical weight wool? More specifically, is seersucker passé or still relevant? What about a classic Brooks Brothers type khaki suit? Even more specifically, guayabera or pin-tucked Mexican wedding shirt?
The answer is yes to all of the above. Now, there is a tradition that has taken root in both California and Florida that virtually no one wears a necktie. And that's not good for me because I have probably the world's largest collection of neckties. Back from the days when I was a Washington lobbyist and had to wear a suit and tie every day, many people accused me of sleeping in them. But all of the above. Seersucker is not at all passé. It is a fabric that breathes. It was originally innovated in India because of the terrible temperatures of that continent. It still works today in a single-breasted suit, in a double-breasted suit, and some folks even remember the three-piece suit that Atticus Finch wore in To Kill a Mockingbird. Even that presentation works, although a vest in this kind of heat is somewhat questionable. But I see the well-dressed men in Florida wearing seersucker, wearing poplin, wearing gabardine, wearing a solid Brooks Brothers suit, button-down shirts, two-tone shoes, which are only acceptable between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Sometimes called the Spectator, one of my all-time favorites, a great classic look. All of those things work. And of course, if you live here and you have as many friends in the Cuban-American community as I do, the guayabera is a must-have. It is, for those who are unfamiliar with it, it is a loosely constructed white linen shirt with large pockets, usually good for stuffing with Cuban cigars.
I can only imagine how often that's happened.
Well, I, of course, never use the Cubans, as you know, because they're illegal.
Exactly.
But in all honesty, I find the Hondurans and some of the Dominicans now to be every bit of the same and maybe even better quality than the Cubans, largely because the breakdown of the Cuban economy, the shortage of fertilizer, the fact that their soil has, I think, been over-farmed. Frankly, I'd stick to the Dominicans or the Hondurans these days. But it's getting off on another topic. Next question.
That's a really interesting tip. I've never specifically had those cigars.